Hi, my name is Shanti. I've lost 70 pounds and I've kept it off for the last year and a half. I'm here today to teach you how to lose weight. Now, there are many answers to that question, so there will be many videos on the topic of how to lose weight, but this is the first one of the series that answers the question how to start losing weight, which is, of course, the first question of weight loss. How do I start? There are 4 ways to start losing weight. The first thing you have to do to lose weight is forget everything you know about weight loss. Because most of the time what we know, what we've heard from friends, from magazines, from books, from the media, is not about being healthy. It's about a temporary fix to get rid of the fat for now. But it doesn't address the root problem, which is the choices we're making about our health. So forget everything you know, all the advice. If you want to really lose weight, you have to start back from scratch, as if you don't know anything. Go back and start learning slowly what it means to be healthy, and then how to slowly become healthy. A really great guide to start off with is this tiny book, Food Rules by Michael Pollan. It's a really clear, simple guide on what is healthy and what is not. It's an excellent guide for anyone on just how to pick real food, healthy food. So, you start the journey by step number 2. After you've forgotten everything you've known, now you need to forget the past. Okay, now I'm sounding a bit philosophical, so let me explain. The past does not exist. It is not here. It doesn't exist at all. It leaves things behind, including ideas and ideologies that people follow in the present, but the past does not exist. So what is the past? In fact, the past is trillions and trillions of instances of now. And now. And now. The past is happening right now because we're creating right now, and everything that just happened is gone. The future is an illusion. It's a projection of our mind, but it isn't here. All that we have is here and now. So there's no reason to be angry about the weight that you've gained. There's no reason to be angry about the whole pizza you ate yesterday, or the 3 slices of cake that you had a week ago, or whatever it was that you're possibly still holding on to as the reason why you're still overweight. You have to let go of that. It doesn't exist. All you have is right now. So what are you going to do? Are you going to lose weight now? Some of you are saying yes. That brings us to point 3. Make useful goals. Can you just look at your body and say, lose weight? No. So that's not what you can do right now. It also follows that you can't make a goal such as, I want to lose 15 pounds in 2 weeks. Well, no, that's not a goal. You can't tell your body in 2 weeks from now you're going to be 15 pounds lighter. Don't be ridiculous. You can't make goals that are arbitrary numbers or random wishes. A goal without a plan is just a wish. You have to make a goal around doing so that later in the future you'll see the results of all the doing that you just did. I want to lose 50 pounds in the next year. Okay, that's a wish. What's the goal behind the wish? This is what I mean by useful goals. A really great way to think of making your goals is by thinking in terms of SMART goals, which means that your goals have to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Your goals have to be SMART because that way you have something to work toward. So what is a goal that's realistic? What's a goal that's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound? One great example is, I want to drink no more than 1 soda per day for the next week. That is a great goal. You know exactly what you have to do, and you know exactly what the daily components of the goal are, so that if you want to track it or have any other visual way of knowing that you're succeeding in the now, you can have some way of checking off as you do each individual item of the goal, so that you can make your mini goal, so that you can eventually have the big goal, which was to lose 50 pounds this year. So finally, now that you know how to create goals, you know how to approach weight loss from a mentality of long term, then you ask, what goals do I make? How do I start? Where do I go? Which ones do I pick first? I have to learn so much. You have to start small. This is my whole methodology that I'm always talking about on this channel, baby steps. The 4th step is to start small. Why do you need to go so fast? Why do you need to lose the weight tomorrow? It didn't take you 1 or 2 weeks to gain all the weight. So naturally, it's going to take you more than 1 or 2 weeks to lose the weight. You must think long term. I know it's difficult, but you must. You're not a machine. You can't just take out some parts and put in some others and have a completely different result overnight. You are an animal. You are a creature of nature. You have many, many complex biological things happening inside of you all the time. You can't just click your fingers and lose weight. You must slowly modify your habits so that weight loss becomes natural. It just happens because you're making all the right choices. Imagine, if you will, a kid who needed to lose weight, 8 years old, 50 pounds overweight. How would you teach them how to lose weight? You wouldn't throw them into the gym 4 hours a day and put them on a highly strict diet with all these complex rules that they have to remember when they go into the world to find food. You wouldn't do that. The poor child would be completely exhausted, completely overwhelmed, not aware of what was right and what was wrong, and just following these rules blindly, hoping that it will cause the desired result. That isn't how to lose weight. You wouldn't do it to that poor child, and you wouldn't do it to yourself if you just stepped back for a moment and objectively viewed, perhaps, how you've approached it before. I know I myself went through dozens of crash diets and failed dieting attempts before I realized that the root problem wasn't that the diet wasn't right. The root problem wasn't that I was weak. It was that I was approaching it completely backward. You must approach it slowly. And that's where baby steps comes in. Make one step now that will affect the future when it comes now. Make one step. Perhaps your first goal is getting rid of soda. Maybe your first goal is to get out and walk every other day. Pick something now that makes that change. It doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to go from being sedentary and drinking a lot of soda to being a vegan and exercising 3 hours a day. This is completely unrealistic. Baby steps. So to recap, number 1, forget everything you know. You need to learn how to be healthy. Number 2, you have to let go of the past. You have to realize it doesn't exist and that all you have is now. And until you do something now, nothing will ever happen because all you have is now. 3, you have to make useful goals. You can't just arbitrarily tell yourself you're going to lose X amount of weight in X amount of time. No, you must make reasonable, specific goals toward what you want to achieve. And by doing all those various actions, you will get the desired outcome you want. So make useful, smart goals. And finally, number 4, take it slowly. Treat yourself with care. Lose weight because you're changing your life to be better and healthier. And finally, if I have one final tip, it's remember that this journey is all about you. What do you want? It's not about being skinny. It's not about looking like a model or an actress. It's not about being a size 4. It's about being healthy. It's about being lighter. It's about being stronger. It's about having more energy and sleeping better and being less depressed. It's about being healthy. Are you hearing me? It's about being healthy. It's about being alive. Make that your priority, and you will lose weight. I hope I've helped some of you out there. There will be many videos to follow. Please check them out. I'll see you next time.